So waterproofing your deck or patio, if you stamp concrete is going to be done with an acrylic sealer that's applied by the contractor. That's not a sealer you buy at a box store. That's a specific sealer for stamped concrete, very pungent, very durable, and very high quality. That would be done every 6, 8, 10 years depending on traffic and environment. Wood decks, if it's a pressure treated deck, does not have to be sealed per se. Those are gonna, if you're using a quality type pressure treated lumber, that's gonna have a rot warranty of 25 years unprotected. Now, sealing it will rejuvenate it, make it look better, and provide it with additional water protection. Cedar decks are gonna require maintenance every 2 to 4 years. Typically your flat surfaces, your decking, your stair treads, the top of your handrails, those are gonna have to be done, every year to 2 years in our environment. And then all your vertical surfaces, your posts, your balusters, your railings, deck wrap, skirting, stuff like that would be done every 3 to 4 years. Also going to be dependent on the type of wood. If you're using smooth sawn cedar, it's got a mill glaze, and that's basically a cauterization of that wood as it's been ran through those high-speed mill saws. That grain is not as porous or open, so that typically would need to be stained or sealed more often than a rough sawn type lumber, which is more open and holds that sealant better. So as far as like coverage, there's different ways to provide like a dried in area for a deck space. You can do a roof cover. You can do retractable awnings. We don't install those, but there's companies that do those. Those would be ways to, keep the deck space dry. You can also install certain membranes over pergolas that are already there. Now, the one caveat to that is you need to make sure that if you're doing that on top of a pergola, that membrane is taken down in the wintertime, because if that structure starts to hold a snow load, it becomes a completely different type of structure, and that could collapse the pergola if it's not rated to carry that additional load. So that would be a way. Those are ways to make the deck space dry above the deck. There's also ways to make the deck space dry below the deck. So if the deck's 8 or 10 feet up in the air and you wanted a patio space underneath it to be dry, we do install under deck drainage systems, which is a metal paneling and trim work, and it's completely watertight, insured for the lifetime of the deck to be leak free. And then there's a low profile gutter system that catches all that water, and a downspout that takes it away, similar to what's on your house. So there's ways to achieve a dry space both above and below the deck.